Hi, welcome back, my dear students. So, on this particular lecture, I want to install something that's going to look very cool with our CMS here. I want to install a chart. I want to be able to have some dynamic data about what's going on in our CMS, right? Um, and there's a lot of charts that we can install. If you type in charts.js, and you click on images, you're gonna see a whole bunch of charts that look really awesome. And this website, and if I go to, let's go back here. There's a website called chartjs.org. I can't really pronounce that. Chartjs.org. Okay, there we go. So this is the website here. They got pretty cool charts. Okay, you can find some more detailed documentation here. And this is what we're going to be doing. Okay, we're going to be installing one of these guys. You can come here and you can read more about the installation. You can install it via npm, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a CDN. Okay, and you're going to see the link. I think it's version 2.4 or something like that, but I'm not going to install it this way just because I really don't want to. It's just a little bit more hassle, but I do recommend it. It's pretty cool to do it this way. But I'm going to be using a CDN. Okay, so if I click here, this is the cdnjs.com website, which has charts. So if I do chart.js, it's gonna give me the links for chart.js. Okay, and they got actually version 2.7 here. Okay, so by the time you're watching this, is probably some other version. Okay, but anyway, let's go, and I'm gonna grab this piece of code here without the HTML. I'm gonna click copy. I'm gonna go back to the application. I'm gonna go to partials and admin footer, and right above here, I'm going to paste that code. Okay. Another thing that I'm going to do is I'm gonna try to get that CDN. Okay. So let's see if it works with version 2.7. It should work. Let's just click here, and I'm gonna copy the script tag entirely. I'm gonna paste that in here like that. Okay, let's go back and get the HTML, which is this guy right here. Go back here and click this. Let's go back, and where we are going to put this is in the view for admin, right? Admin index. Okay, so we have a row right that ends. Let's see, this is the container, this is the row. So I'm going to click create another row right here, and basically a div with a class of row. That's what I mean when I say row. And I'm just going to paste that in there. Okay, I'm going to take this style elements from there. I'm just going to leave it open like that because we don't want to set any heights or width. Okay, in the HTML, we don't want to do that. I'm going to go back to my application. I'm going to refresh it, and now you should see some data, which is pretty cool, right? Now you can start filling up this data, and it's super easy to do that. Okay, so we can go back to footer, and you can see now that it says red here, blue, and yellow. These are the labels. So red, blue, and yellow, and then you have the data right here, 12, 19, 3. So you see 12, 19, 3. Now we only have, how many posts we got? We got 2 posts, right? So I'm gonna turn this red label to posts right here, posts, and I'm going to fill it in with some data, but we need to actually bring the data from that route. Okay, and let's go back to that route. Let's go to routes, admin, index. Okay, and this is the route that we are going to be pulling information from, data from, so that way we can count how many posts we have, and then we display it in the footer, what, right here. Okay, so basically our job is to replace this static data with dynamic data coming from routes. And in this case, it's coming from our index, right? Route in admin. So we're gonna do that in the next lecture just because it's gonna take a little bit of work and I wanna take my time explaining it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next lecture. Welcome back, my dear students. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I know you heard me on the last lecture. We were actually in the last lecture, right? Doing some really cool dashboard features here, right? With these bars or this chart. So right now we need to replace static data with dynamic data coming from our database. So if we go to our route index, okay, this is what's actually showing our route for the index view. What we need here is some type of query to our database. We need to access the post, right? And then we need the count. Look at this. Beautiful, isn't it? That's it. That's all we need here, right? Then we can attach a promise here and bring the post count with it. Simple as that. Piece of cake. See how easy this was? And then you come here, of course, when we render a view, we want to pass the data. So we pass the data as an object, right? So post count, post count. That's it. Now let's put this little curly brackets here. Let's go back to our index and, well, footer actually, and start replacing this data here. Okay. Now remember that the footer is also attached to the index, right? So let's see if this works. Let's go here and say post count, right? Remember that we need actually the curly brackets like this to signify handlebars. Let's see if this works. We'll refresh and voila, 2 posts, which is pretty awesome. Let's create another post and let's see if that works. My third post. Hello, this is my third post. Okay, and create. And of course, we are creating stuff, and one of the things that we need to do in our application, which we're going to be doing, is making sure that every time we are inside our CMS, we are logged in, right? So we still have a couple things that we need to fix, and not fix, but add to our CMS to make it fully functional 100%. Okay, and that's what we're going to get to that once we are finished with these big features. I want to create a section, not at the end of the course, maybe at the end of the course, where we make this better, like an improvement section of our CMS to make it more secure, faster or better, whatever. Okay, something that makes our CMS better, and that's going to be another section entirely. But I want to go ahead and create these big pieces, so then later on we refactor them and we do some really cool things about it. Okay, so stick with me. Don't worry about it too much right now about fixing little things or adding little features. Let's create the big features first, and then we start adjusting those small things. Okay, so right now we are of course logged out. That's probably why my name is not showing here. So I'm just gonna go here and I'm gonna log in. Okay, I see my name right here. So now we got 2 posts there. Let's create a third one. My third post, and I'm just gonna write some Java stuff. Create. We have a third post with no picture there. That's something that we could do later on, add like a placeholder or something like that. Let's go to a dashboard, and now you see that we have 3 posts. Okay, and that's the same thing you can do with all this data here. Okay, you can create a comments, to pull query from our database, comments count. You can maybe create a category count. Maybe later on we'll add a views count, something maybe tracking how many views we got to a specific post. That would be pretty awesome, right? So I'm gonna leave this to you. You already know how to do this. All you have to do again is go to the index route and start doing queries here, and you can nest each query here, okay, and get that. So you can nest you can get the category count, you can get the comments count. It's up to you what you want to do, and then you pass it in here, okay. comma, and then the next key and value. Pretty cool stuff. I'm gonna leave that to you right now, and we're gonna jump into the next big feature. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next lectures.